Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Dublin. I'm back for another Eurovision reaction video. Today I'm reacting to Mae Muller singing I Wrote a Song. She's representing the UK in Eurovision 2023. I'm going to listen, react and see how this could do in the Eurovision final. So let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip straight to my reaction. If you can't understand me, you can slow down the video here or turn on subtitles. So the UK are doing an internal selection again. They have this current deal where they work with Tap Music, which is a record company. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Tap artist. It could be a producer or a songwriter from Tap, but there has to be some connection there. I'm not actually sure if Mae Muller is with Tap or not. Have to admit, I've never heard of her before. But then again, I don't really listen to mainstream music. I just listen to Eurovision music. So that's not massively surprising. But yes, obviously the UK had huge success last year with Sam Ryder coming second, winning the jury, coming fifth in the televote. They're on a bit of a roll. They are hosting this year. I've got to be honest, I never have high expectations for a host country. We hear a lot when some countries are doing bad in Eurovision and excuses. They're purposefully bad because they don't want to win. It's one of the lamest excuses in Eurovision. But when a country is hosting, that is the time I do believe it, because you do not want to win the competition 2 years in a row. That really is going to bankrupt your broadcaster. We saw that Ireland had problems in the 90s when they won 3 years in a row, and RTE were absolutely wrecked by that. And you think, oh, well, that was 30 years ago. Things are better now. Things are worse now because broadcasters have to compete with streaming, Netflix and YouTube and everything. So they've got less funding than they had before. So really hosting back-to-back competitions is, you don't want to go there. So I'm not expecting the UK to be sending a winning song this year. I'm expecting them to send something like fun. Definitely don't want them to be in bottom 5 again. I want them to send something that's good quality, but that's definitely not going to win. And the way you can do that is by sending a girly bop. That's definitely never going to win. You don't have to worry about that. Girly bops never win, almost never win. I haven't heard the song yet. I haven't heard any snippets. I have seen the reaction on Twitter. It seems very varied. I've seen people who put this in the top 5. I've seen people who are really, really hating on it. And I've seen people who are lukewarm. So I have no idea what my reaction is going to be. But my expectations are, I just hope that it's something really, really good quality. Something that I can see that effort has been put into it. And it's not like a formulaic checklist, which was the problem that the UK used to have before. I just want them to not go back to old naughty habits. And I'm also hoping for something that gets a televote again. I do not want a televote 0 for the UK. Great that we're getting another girl. It has been quite a boy heavy year, hasn't it? Boys, 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 boys. I'm not reading a porn website. I'm reading out the first semi-final. It is boys, 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 Alessandra, boys, twin boys. There's more boys than girls in general. My dream outcome for this song would be something that comes maybe 10th in the televote, maybe 13th or 14th in the final, and I have a download that I listen to. That's like all I want from the song. I don't want anything else. Okay, also keep in mind that last year with Sam Ryder, my video got visually copyrighted and audio copyrighted. I'm expecting the same this year. There's nothing I can do about it. I will have to fiddle around with the audio and probably block out. I'll see what happens when I upload it. Want to know my secret bang? Now, I Wrote a Song makes me think of Alexander Rybak. How to write a song. Let's see if she's doing something similar. Ooh, very expensive, metallic looking. Oh, I love that intro. It's really dramatic. Oh, if they're giving me like totally over the top drama, I'm into that. She's very pretty. Oh, those nails. She can cut a bitch. She's gonna claw my eyes out if I don't like it. This sounds good so far, yeah? Oh, it's gonna be a bop. I like it. Girly bop is the thing. If you don't want to win, it's a safe bet. And the music video looks expensive now. They had enough money to trash the car. Okay, chorus, pop, pop. Yeah, I like it. It's got like a fun light feel to it. And there's got fun elements in the video as well. Like, it looks like she's gonna have fun on stage. It looks like that's what they want to bring this year, fun. And that's a nice hook there. It's grand. It's not amazing. It's good enough. I think I'm happy with it. And I like that they're bringing something that's like fun with the humor. I'm very enthusiastic now about the fact they've got lots of cool ideas in the music video. Makes me think that they've got a plan for what's going to happen. Yeah, I like it. It's got a real lightness to that beat. Ooh, we're getting some Mediterranean trickling sounds coming in. Those nails are really vicious. Oh, I like how she's stealing stuff. I like it, she's got a bit of sense of humor. I hope she brings that attitude to the stage. Oh, now that is a good hook. Yeah, I think this is good. I think it's actually achieving all those things I asked for at the start of the video. Ooh, getting a breakdown. Oh, I like her really very British accent. Okay, this styling's a little bit off now. I don't really like how her hair looks there. Wow, okay, those nails had a purpose. But I love this playing with different sizes. Yeah, this last tableau is really gorgeous. Oh, really chic here. Love that faux fur. Yeah, wow. There's some really lovely visual ideas there. And it's a proper climax. I'm really positive towards that. I think it's very much down to what I was expecting. Like I said, I don't think they want to win this year. And yet, if you don't want to win, the best way to send a girly pop, because girly pops never win. Even Fuego, which was polished to the max, it was so like perfectly polished. That came second. Chanel, Slow-Mo, amazing pop song, incredible visuals, still came third. So I've actually commented in the past about how I think that girly pops, even when they're immaculately done, like stadium quality performance, they still can't get through. So yeah, that is a clever thing to do if you don't want to win. I like it. It's fun. It's upbeat. It's not the most like amazing song. Obviously, I think it's pretty catchy. There was that da bit, which had a kind of catchy. I liked all the visual things she was doing, especially the last one, where it looked a lot more like expensive and elegant. There was one bit where she had a hair back, which I felt looked a bit cheap. But I also liked the playfulness of it. She was playing with kind of like size distortion things. So like big hands coming through the theater. So yeah, I thought that was good. I think I'm going to download it. I think I'd probably like something that was a little bit better, that like I couldn't get out of my head and wanted to listen to loads. I think I will listen to this, but I don't know if I'm going to get like really obsessed with it in the way that I wanted. Like if you compare this to Surrey, like this just for me is miles ahead of Surrey in 2018. Like she was a really lovely woman, but that song was so basic. This at least sounds kind of like more modern and like much higher quality production, and the music video's like infinitely better as well. I don't know if Surrey had a music video even, and even lyrically it's not like groundbreaking, but I still think it's better than, you know, Storm. Storm was just like the most basic Perseverance lyrics you could have. And then Bigger Than Us I actually quite enjoyed, but yeah, it was super dated X Factor song. This feels better than that as well. It feels better than both of James Newman's. So like, yeah, I think this is like a realistic continuation on of what the UK had. I don't feel like this is bottom 5. I don't feel like it's super far away from the bottom 5 either, just on how many striking songs there are this year and the quality. I think this year's very good quality, and there's lots of really standout different variations of music. I hope this doesn't get into the 20s. We've got 26 songs on the final this year. Yeah, we do. We have 26 songs in the final. I hope this stays in the teens. I think it'll definitely be right side of the scoreboard. I don't see this getting into the left side unless the stage show is absolutely super high quality dance spectacle like Slow-Mo was last year. I also think some countries are kind of going to try and be a little bit cautious about looking like they're trying to copy Chanel from last year. In the same way, there was a temptation to use interactive graphics after Måns Zelmerlöw won in 2015. I still think that's part of the reason why Hear Them Calling by Iceland didn't qualify in 2016, was that it was a bit too soon to interact with graphics. I understand a lot of people are disappointed. They wanted Rina Sawayama. In fairness, no one ever said that was what they're going to send. You know, the Eurovision fans kind of like rolled up all these rumors themselves. So she did play it up a little bit. Even if she said no, we wouldn't have believed her anyway. So it's kind of like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I definitely like the humor aspect of it as well. And I like that there is that cheekiness and British sense of humor can be really funny. So I hope that they bring a little bit out of the staging. I would like a mix of the humor from the video, but also that last tableau where they all look super chic with the white roof over their head. I would like them to switch between the two, show two aspects, but somehow manage to integrate them. I think that would be like I think they did that pretty well actually in the music video. So just continuing that on in the stage show. And we saw last year how they brought out the big guns with the rocket and how this like really shot up the odds after that happened. So this is the UK's chance to show that last year was not a fluke. They have reformed, better at knowing what to do now. I would be delighted if this could be elevated in staging and get a good result. That's what I want. I just don't want the UK to go back into the bottom 5 and 6 and then we start getting all these Brexit people again saying, oh, it's because of Brexit. It's like, oh, fuck. Little 11-year-old Moldovan teenagers could not care less about Brexit when they're voting on their little phone. They just don't care. These very like self-absorbed people who think everything revolves around Brexit and whatnot. So yeah, I hope that we don't go back into that. But for a host country entry, this is good. I like it. It's fun and it feels like there's been effort put into it. I'll go in for a quick second listen. I like the grandiose opening. I wish I had a little bit more of that coming in towards the end of the song. I really like the verses. The song has a real lovely lightness to it. A very dreamy vocal. I love that when she's wearing the dress with the puffer jacket over it. That is so British. There's so much fashion in this video. Like she has 5 or 6 costume changes. It's really beautiful. Ooh, I like the ending. It does have a good climax. Yeah, I really like that. I think it's super fun. Really fun. It feels really well produced. The music video is one of the best music videos we have this year. It looks like a lot of time has been put into it. Like it's got 5 or 6 different scenes in it. She's got different outfits. She's got different hairstyling. Her dances all have different costumes. Like there's loads of effort put into this. I don't know if it'll break my top 10. I think it'll be just outside that, but even on my second listen now, I'm like, oh, actually, I can definitely see myself this being something I download and listen to a fair bit, especially if I'm like on the gym or want a little bit of an energy bop. Really good. I like it. You know, it's not the super wow, but like I said at the start of the video, I was not expecting super wow. The effort and the expense is very visible in this entry, so I'm pleased about that. I really hope that this does decently, so we don't have to hear you could send Adele and she'd still get 0 points. That line is just the absolute worst. Okay, that's what I thought about Mae Muller singing I Wrote a Song. Please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And thanks so much for watching. I'm soon another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye. Blah, 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 blah.